Hello students, today we will study about the second chapter, that is of standard 8, linear equations in two variables. Okay, so today we will study about the introduction of this chapter. So first of all we have to understand the meaning of this linear equations and one variable, right? So in previous standard you come across some of the algebraic expressions, and you know now that what are algebraic expressions. So some of the examples of algebraic expressions are 5x 2x minus 3, x square plus 1, 2xy plus 5, y plus y square. So these are some of the examples of algebraic expressions. And what algebraic expressions are made of two things. One is the constant, that is 5 here, and one is the variable, that is x. So by multiplying constant and variable we get some of the expressions. In the same way here also, this is a constant, this x is a variable. So by multiplying constant and variable we get the one term, and by subtracting one another constant we get two terms here. So this is also an expression. So expression have either one term or two term or three terms, right? So these are called the expressions. Expressions means to express some quantity, like if we want to express the temperature or pressure or the speed, the quantity which are not constant, we can express that quantity in terms of the variable, and that is called the algebraic expression, right? So all these are the algebraic expressions. Now we have to understand what is the equations, right? So equations, some of the example of equations are 5x is equals to 25, 6z minus 10 is equals to minus 2, 2x minus 3 is equals to 9. So here you can notice that there are an sign of equal in all these three equations, and that is why they are called as equations. So here you can notice that there is no equal sign, and here there is an equal sign in all the equations. That is why these are called the equations, and this is the difference between the algebraic expressions and equations. What we are doing actually, 5x is what? 5x is one kind of algebraic expression, and here we are fixed the value of this expression, right? So by fixing the value of expression, it will become an equation, right? Here as you change the value of x, you get the different value of 5x every time. But here you cannot get the different value of x. Here you get only one value of x because we fixed this 5x value with 25, right? So this is the basic difference between the expressions and equations, right? Now what is the meaning? Now it is clear that what is the equations, right? Now we have to understand what is the meaning of one variable. Some of the expression here you can notice that 2xy plus y. In this expression there are two variables x and y, while in this expression 2x minus 3 only one variable is there. Also x square plus 1 only one variable is there, y plus y square only one variable is there. So all this 2x minus 3, x square minus x square plus 1 and y plus y square are the expression with one variable, while this one 2xy plus 5 is an expression with two different variables. So here we have to study about the one variable expression which have one variable. So this is a variable, this is the expression with one variable, yes. This is the expression with one variable, yes. This is also an expression with one variable, yes. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this linear? Linear means the power of the variable must be equal to 1. Now, we can find out from these three expression that in which expression the value of variable is 1. Here x has no power, that means there is 1 power. So this 5x we can say that it is a linear expression. 2x minus 3, there is also the power of variable is 1. That is why it is also a linear variable. X square plus 1, here see, notice that the value of the power is 2, right? Value of the variable x is 2. That is why it is not called as a linear expression, right? So now we will note that what is the equation. If we compare the value of expression with some value, then it will become an equation. And we have to study about the linear equations in one variable. So some of the examples of linear equations in one variable are 2. See, these are the expressions 2x, 2x plus 1, 5 upon 4, x minus 4 plus 10 and 5z. All these expressions have only one variable and they all are linear, right? So by comparing any this expression with any constant value, we can get the linear equations, right? One of the example is 2x minus 3 is equals to 7. You can notice that there is only one variable, that is x. Also the power of x is 1. Is there equal sign? Yes. So now this we can say that it is an linear equation in one variable. Okay. So I have already said before that what is 2? 2 we can say that a constant. What is x? X is a variable. These 3 and 7 are also the constant. Okay. So this is 2x minus 3 is equals to 7 is a linear equation. This side 2x minus 3 of the equation is called the left hand side of the linear equation, and this side 7 is called the right hand side of the linear equation. Okay. So this equation has true for certain values of the variables. This equation is true for the certain values of the variable, and that value of variable is called the solution of this equation. Why only certain value? Because for every value of x we cannot balance this equation. This equation is balanced for some particular value, either 1 or 2, right? This equation will be satisfied. But other values of x, this equation will not satisfy. That is why it is called here that for certain values of the variable, right? And that certain values are called the solution of this equation, right? Okay. So how to find that certain value of x, that we will study in the next lecture. So to perform the same mathematical equations on both the sides of the equation. So to find that particular value of the variable, we have to perform the same mathematical procedure or some mathematical operation on both the sides of the equation. That means if we add some value to the left hand side, we have to add the same value to the right hand side. If we subtract some value to the left hand side, we have to subtract some value to the right hand side. So that is called the perform the same mathematical equation on mathematical process on both sides of the equation. Why to do that? Because we have to balance the equation, right? If we add some weight to the right hand side, we have to add some weight to the left hand side so that the balance remains the same. Okay. So this is all about the introduction of the linear equations in one variable. Okay. Thank you.